Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I have a brand new easy postage printable available for you for free, or the whole collection is discounted for a limited time until the end of the month. You can grab this for free, and the reason why I do that is because I want everybody to have more and more reason to bring out and craft with their Easy Wonder die number 3. This is exclusively sold at the Not Too Shabby shop, and at the time that you're watching this, if it happens to be sold out, just add yourself to the wait list. It lets Jamie, the shop owner, know that you are interested, and who knows, your waitlist confirmation might be the one that triggers the restock. So the more people who put themselves on that wait list, it just tells Jamie that there's interest in bringing the die back, because without sufficient interest, it just may never get restocked. So you can always do that, and that way when and if a restock happens, you're also going to be the first to get notified. Now, I always make the easy guide version available for free so that folks who already have it, the Easy Wonder die, have a reason to bring it out, something new and fresh to craft with it, and you don't have to spend any money at all. But the collection, including the Easy Guide, there's plenty to craft with here whether or not you have the Easy Wonder die. But what I've done is I've made it so that this section here will line up perfectly with the postage grid. When you take the fishtail banner corner and you put that in the upper right, and you position this so that it's nicely centered in within those white lines, you're gonna have this grid land right here. Each of these images actually will fit and line up with these rectangles here. And these are actually designed, sized, scaled to layer right back onto your postage grid, because they're meant to be little postage stamp designs. You can use them all, you can use just some of them, mix and match, but there's plenty there. There's actually 6 images and 5 postage grid spots to layer on top of. Now, besides that, because if you're going to print this at home, I want you to make good use of your full 8.5 by 11. So I have added 10 additional images to this sheet. And I've really tried to maximize this so that you get as many images as possible without printing any more than you actually need, because these have been sized and scaled and clipped so that you can use your Easy Wonder die number 3 add-on to cut them out. So there's in total 10 additional images, and that's a magical number because there's 5 grid locations. So what I've done is given you one set of 5 that are ideal for landscape orientation, and then one set of 5 that are ideal for portrait orientation of your postage grid. But of course, you can use these however you want, whether you make a postage themed card or not, whether or not you're using the Easy Wonder die, because it's free. Grab it and craft with it. Just tag me at Handcrafted so I can see what you've made, because I always love seeing everybody's creativity with my printables. Now, I have also given, as part of the collection, 2 extra printables. These are designed so that you have some extra backgrounds to craft with. Now, if your printer can print borderless, this will actually extend all the way the full 8.5. My printer can't print borderless, so it's got a little bit of a white border. But if your printer goes borderless, then you're gonna get a full 8.5 wide. And this top portion here is plenty to still die cut out of if you want to use one of my Easy Wonder dies. All of them will fit here. Or otherwise, you can just trim these down and have some really lovely mats and layers for your cards. So that's one of 2 extra printable sheets. So what I've done here is each of these extras has an additional pattern paper that you can use, and as well has some has 5 extra images. Now, what you may or may not have noticed is that they are the same images as the original 10 in the Easy Guide. However, I'm giving it to you the same scale. So if you wanted, you could use your add-on die to cut them out. Just like you would on the Easy Guide, you could use the same die and cut it out. The difference though is because I've given you the full image, you have way more options. So if you like, you can crop it, a little bit differently so that instead of being centered, the couple is a little bit off-centered. Instead of being vertical like this, maybe on this image, you might be able to, you would see a little bit of the border, but you could crop them landscape. You don't even have to use that particular die. Let's say you just wanted to use a smaller die and really frame the couple. Maybe you don't even want the umbrella, maybe you want a little bit of it, but you really want to be tight in. So you've got a lot of options, including maybe using a brother scan and cut and using the whole design in full. And so what you'll see is each of the images, each of the 10 here, you're going to see 5 of them on one sheet and 5 on the other. So here, for example, this has been clipped a little bit as well. And then usually it's the large one that's been clipped a lot. So you can see here, I've really just kind of clipped right in on their faces. But here especially, you could definitely use that large die in both orientations if you wanted. And as well, you'll see some of the other images are also a little bit clipped, especially that one, especially since it has some images that actually extend beyond, that little postage stamp design, where I've really just clipped it off. So because if you're going to use your add-on die to cut it out, then it's going to get cut off anyways. But this might be a fun one where if you use your brother scan and cut, or if you fussy cut, you would have that really nice sort of broken edge to the border, which could be very lovely. And this image is big enough and the scale would work where even though this has been designed to be cut with the square die, and this has been designed to be cut with a rectangle die, you could use your square die here instead if you wanted. And nope, the largest die won't fit on that. So, but you do have a lot of options. So you can always kind of play around with these a little bit, see which dies will fit, will work, and cut them out however you would like. So the extras are designed so that you have just a lot of versatility, a lot of different options, and craftability with the Easy Wonder die, or even if you don't have the Easy Wonder die. So that's why I like to give you the images in full, so that even if you don't have my dies, you can definitely still get these printables, craft with them, and make some really beautiful cards with them. So that is Easy Postage Printable, and this is the Valentine's collection. One of the things that I do want to note is that earlier this month, I released the Easy Card Making Kit. This is relatively new to my shop, is card making kits that have also an Easy Guide version, but these have been designed to work with Easy Wonder die number 1. And one of the things that I paid a little bit attention to is in the card making kit, you're gonna find patterns and solids, and these actually will coordinate with this month's Easy Postage Printable as well. So you have this really lovely red. You can see how well it matches and how well it complements the other pattern papers, and how well it complements the focal images. And even the blue that I picked for the card making kit, there's hints of blue in some of these papers, and some of the images have some blue undertones. And so you're going to find that the solids and some of the patterns are going to fit really nicely with these images. So for example, there's some blue undertones here, and depending on your printer, you might see some blues. My printer does a pretty good job of it, so you can kind of see there's some blue undertones in the shadows here. And this blue matches it perfectly and is a really lovely complement. And the reds are a really lovely complement as well. So be on the lookout. If you are shopping my website, check out this one's called, I'll show you the rest actually, I may as well. It also has some really lovely Valentine's Day sentiments. So if you're looking for Valentine's Day sentiments to go with, you can see there's some sentiments in red, some sentiments in blue, just to pick up on some of the tones in this Easy Postage Printable collection. But as well, the card making kit. Now these are two separate product listings on my shop. The card making kit is designed for Easy Wonder die number 1, and the sentiments are designed to be cut with Easy Wonder die number 1, and as well the Ultimate Sentiments Universal die. But this is what that collection looks like if you want to check that out. I only wanted to bring it up because this month I did make a concerted effort to coordinate some of these extra textures and patterns and solids so that they'll work for both of these collections, so that you have even more options to craft with. And if you're looking, if you have extra of these printed out, maybe grab this printable and throw some of these in with that also. So thank you so much for checking out my video today. This is Easy Postage Printable Valentine's Day, and it's available in my shop now. If you are catching this when it first releases, remember the Easy Guide version is free for you to grab, and the full collection is discounted. Now that is only good for the remainder of the month. So if you're catching this afterwards, then it's not going to be free for you anymore, but be sure to just check my website often, check my YouTube channel often, and when new collections come out, you can get those future collections for free. And these are digitals, so if you get them, they are ready for you to download and craft with straight away, and you can print as many times as you want. And these are really great affordable options for crafting with the Easy Wonder dies and making some beautiful cards, whether or not you have the Easy Wonder dies. So thanks so much for catching my video today. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye.